volunteer hours from our employees. Hyden Citizens Bank is committed to this community because we've been here for over a century. Locally owned and locally operated, no other bank will work for the people of Hyden and Leslie County like Hyden Citizens Bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
For over 25 years, we fought for Kentuckians injured through no fault of their own. During that time, we've traveled all across the country to take that fight to some of the biggest insurance carriers and corporations in the world. That kind of dedication is what's needed to get every dollar you deserve. If you've been injured in a motor vehicle collision caused by someone else's fault, call Bates & Sloan right now and let us fight for you. The first consultation is free, and the attorney you see that first day will be the same attorney you see from the beginning of your case to the end. That's our promise to you at Bates & Sloan.
TVS Cable has everything you need to stay entertained. Video services with all your favorite channels and local sports on Hometown 24. Ask about digital voice service for home and business. High-speed internet so you never fall behind in a game. There's something for all ages. We've got you covered. Sit back and enjoy everything TVS has to offer. Stay connected with TVS.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the Gunner Trucking All-A Summer Classic Basketball shoot-around from the Hyden Center here in Leslie County. And Jim Bob, it's hot out, my friend. Manus is on the way to watch the Reds beat the Yankees, and me and you, Jim McCauley, David Adams with you on this nice, cool day here in Hyden, KY.
Well, it may be hot outside, David, and the nets may be hot in here, but the air conditioning is nice and cool. And we're thankful for the Nixon Center to provide that good, cool air conditioning.
You know, Jim, it's very nice in here. It's about 70. Feels that way, maybe a little cooler, but it's very nice. And outside, the last reading I got was 95. So
yeah, stay cool, stay hydrated if you're outside. Here we are on the eve of dead period. As all athletics will be shut down for the next couple of weeks in Kentucky.
Right, it will be.
But now this is a great showcase to end the summer ball here in Leslie County. And John Noble does a great job putting this on.
He does indeed. And looking for, me and Jim Bob will be around about 4 games for you. But the station will continue to run the video showing for you up until the following 2 games after that. So stay with us. You'll get to see basketball where me and Jim is not here. But we're going to stay for 4 games today. And we have Mr. Leslie County himself in the audience today. His name is Ryan Farmer. And we doesn't put up with him anytime as Manus Blair, my friend.
Well, Ryan is an absolute legend when it comes to mountain athletics, and there's nobody that likes it more.
Oh, he does. He loves this game. He comes and watches the kids, the girls, the boys. He stays involved with all the teams, and he is a great basketball fan and a big fan of Hometown 24. Ryan, how's your summer going?
Well, fine. I mean, just to watch summer ball, you know, they play to win summer ball.
Yeah, they do.
It's not just another game.
You're right. You're right. They do play to win. You're right. And our first game up, folks, is getting ready to get started. It'll be Leslie County, the home school, here with the tournament, the All-A Summer Classic, taking on Model out of Richmond. And, Jim, we do have a roster, and I'm impressed. You've done a good job of getting us ready, my friend.
Well, you know, I'm all about preparation, David. With Manus not here, I've got to pick up the slack a little bit because Manus comes in with the Rolodex, a 3-ring binder.
He does.
Video
he
clips.
does.
Nobody studies more than Manus Blair.
He does prepare himself very well for these events we have, and keeps us very updated and does a great job. You and him both special work, Jim, when you and Manus get going, and it's good to have you with Hometown 24, and I'm sure the station enjoys having you, and we enjoy meeting all these folks we come around. People like Ryan Farmer, who loves this game and stays involved with this game, as Model will make their way out on the floor, as Leslie County will get their last instructions from Coach Noble. And Jim, you and Ryan, I want to pass this along. Coach Evans coaches Model, and he played at Alice Lloyd College. Said he was a senior. 2014, he graduated out of there.
He's a youngster then.
Yes, he is.
Was not aware of that.
Ryan, have you had a chance to see the Eagles so far this
Yes, they
summer?
have, and they've looked good. They've lost some games. They've won some games. They got some players. One's on vacation, so
Yeah, this time of the year.
They're
You
not
just
really, low.
yeah. This time of the year, Ryan, you could possibly go watch a game and you may have 2 or 3 new ones, couldn't you, Jim?
Oh, yeah.
Tips underway from the Nixon Center. Leslie County with the basketball. Going to take the 3 out of the corner and comes out. Nice rebound, and Jim.
Well, Rojan on the shot, and we got to watch Rojan last year, high-energy player. Been a little bit inconsistent from outside, but, I talked to Coach Noble, and he said he's played really well the last 3 games this summer. So, and he's going to be a guy with the absence of Hacker that's really going to step up his game.
Yes. Now, on summer basketball, the clock will continue to run down to a minute if there's a foul, timeout, whatever. They take, they'll stop the clock. But the clock will continue to run. You have 2 20-minute halves, and that's how this is set up.
and I assume there'll be mercy rules like regular season games too. I would imagine.
I
Mercy
would
rules.
think so.
Yes.
Yeah, I think the clock may even disappear even more in that situation. Leslie County. Model goes to a zone and kind of surprised me, but when you have summer, you play 2 or 3 games a day, and you legs get a little weak. Model will get the basketball. Leslie's going to press. You can write that down by Coach Noble. Loose ball. That's number
Nice
11,
pass.
Mays.
Yeah, nice pass inside. Trying to get these numbers squared away. And
Who laid that one in, Jim?
I think it was 33, John Bowling.
Bowling gets the bucket. Nice pass from Mays to hit him
There's
underneath.
right. And there is Rojan for the 3 right there.
22-footer, all net. Pressure of Leslie there, causing Model with the turnover. 18 minutes on the clock. 4-2 score. Home team with the 2-point advantage.
It's like Jude Napier running the point for Leslie County. Ball swings out to 35, and that was Waylon Mitchell.
Mitchell had a good look.
Yeah.
You get a 19-footer wide open, you got to put that one up.
A deep 3 from Model. And that was Case Caldwell, came up a little strong on that.
Yep, off the left side, 22-footer. Had a lot of confidence, didn't follow his shot, just come on back, and may have had a shot at it if he continued.
Mitchell with the rebound and put back, miss it.
Model with the basketball, they'll bring it this way, guys.
Mollet with the drive, in and out.
Got a good look.
It's a nice take by Rojan there. I think that was Rojan, sorry. Number 3.
Hoskins may
Yeah,
have
that
hit
was
the
Hoskins
bucket.
that hit the 3 a minute
Yeah.
ago. And if I'm not mistaken, Hoskins was the kid that got so hot last year against Letcher Central. I think
Yeah.
he hit like 6 threes. And,
He had a big game that night. You were right, Jim. He played well. $15-footer, and that one's off. Nice rebound by number 32.
That's Riley Millette.
Malaya
And,
gets the bucket, and Jim, he went high to get that.
Yeah, and he's definitely got the height advantage on everybody around here.
Ryan, that boy can shoot.
Yes,
Hoskins.
he can.
Nice 3 there, 20-footer off the right side.
And Courtney's brother.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, he's got the genes
Yes.
already in
Indeed,
him.
he does.
Shot is short off the left side, right side.
You can
Reggie.
see Hoskins quickly spots up on the wing and hits his 3rd 3 here in the
Yeah.
first 4 minutes of the game.
Mays misses down here for Model, and Hoskins rings the bell for Leslie County on this way. 10-4 score. 15:50 go, first half.
be a brief halftime, just 5 minutes, I believe.
Yeah, it is. These games go quick.
Yep. There'll be a
Have you got to see any of the girls in the region play, Ryan?
Lastly, I've seen Leslie and I've seen Perry play, and Perry's really come a long way. They lost a player, though, but to us, but they're still going to be a good team, I think.
Okay.
Because Keela can coach.
Well, she's always been a very aggressive player herself and a very hard-working player.
I learned from Dickie Adams. I mean, you'll learn something from Dickie
Yep,
Adams.
Hoskins, 25-footer, and that one's long.
Yeah, he's got the green light, though. You'll see him quickly run to spot. Reminds me of David Adams.
There's a layup as Model will get it, and that's number 10.
Nolan Corman.
Corman gets the bucket. 10-6 her score. Well, Model's letting Eagles drive the lane very easily. Cunningham out top. Model gets it back. He thought about it. Now he shoots the 19-footer off the left side and rings the bell and cuts the lead to 1 with 14 and a half minutes to go in the first half.
Summer ball is a chance to get chemistry for next year ahead.
Well,
Get a jump start
I
on
think so. And you also can look at you younger players, I would think,
I
right?
agree, I
What about
agree.
you, Jim?
Oh, yeah. I mean, this is their chance to get out on a varsity level and get that experience. Nice take right there. That was Rojan there with the nice take. I believe he's grown a little bit, too.
Yeah. And I'm sure here before long we're going to get some advice from Jim McCauley on the upcoming football season
Won't
in
be
the state
long.
of KY coming up here in August.
Got a new coach over here at Leslie County, don't we?
Yes,
Brian
we
Hubbard.
do. Yeah.
And he's been a part of the program for quite a while.
Yeah, he was a well-known player in West County football history.
There's foul off the steal.
Yeah, that's going to send Waylon Mitchell to the free throw line. And they shoot one free throw usually in this, and it'll go for 2, I think. Is that correct?
I believe so.
They used to, but now,
They've changed the free throw situation.
yeah, I think
Depends
it's up
on
to
where
the
you're at,
coaches,
yeah.
agree on,
And just 2 timeouts a half also in summer ball.
yeah.
So he's going to shoot both. First one's in.
That would make the game speed up a little more,
Yeah.
1 for 2.
I know when we played at Letcher the last week, that's what they did.
Yeah, some do that.
Model kind of settled into their press break now.
Yeah. Cunningham goes in a little while there, didn't really have a good shot. Nice rebound there.
That's number 10 again. That's Nolan Corman.
Corman starting to play some smart ball, Jim, taking good shots. Getting that rebound, putting it right off the glass.
And Jude Napier with the miss from the elbow.
Now there,
Nice take.
yeah, Cunningham, he doesn't mind the drive, uses the board well off the right side.
Doesn't
And-
shot from contact either.
No, he doesn't. 13-13, her first tie of the basketball game from the start.
You'll see John Noble directing the offense. This is another thing about summer ball. Come out and run your sets and get a little bit of practice without all the pressure.
Yeah.
Hoskins misses 3.
He got a good look. That's his look. Right now, the Eagles are getting beat on the
Oh,
boards
yeah.
more than anything, and Coach Noble wants to talk about that and discuss that.
We're not going to take any breaks right now. We're just going to keep on going
No.
through. But, give us a little on Hubbard. Give us a little background on
He
him.
played at Lester County. He was a fine football player, and he's, of course, he's part of Lester County family. He's a well-known Lester County football player.
It's going to be odd to not have a Melton somewhere on the sideline.
Both of them are going to not coach no more.
When we're doing Russell and Eddie both have just did so much for this Leslie County community. I was
yeah.
lucky enough to go to college with Russell, and just an outstanding man.
15 years he was
I
coach
believe
here.
he was, and had
He
some
was-
successful teams.
Yes, he did.
He
Did
was-
a good job.
But he also had some hard district, though, too. He was in some
Yeah,
hard district.
yeah, that was the tough days.
I'm telling you, yes, it was. But I will say this, it's not going to be the same without Philip Haywood, though, when football starts, will it?
Well, I agree with that. A big loss for the Belfry family and big loss for the whole area. About
Oh, yeah, for the state of Kentucky.
Yeah, Coach Haywood been in a long time, and man, what some teams he had, and great run.
And a gentleman before anything else. He was
Yes,
a
he
gentleman
is.
and a servant.
Indeed.
You know, and you look in just a few years when you lose coaches like, you know, him and Coach Matney at Johnson Central.
Right.
Those guys are generational coaches. And, you know, and they had such a big impact on their
Yeah.
communities as well.
It was very unexpected. It was automobile
I agree.
wreck, and it's terrible. And Belfry family is going to miss him a lot. There's no question. Hoskins will get it back in play, and Model leading 15-13 with 11:50 to go here in the first half.
Another 3.
Got a good look, and we're going to have a push off on number 11, Jim, Model, and that's
Yeah, Landon Mayo.
Mayo will get the foul. Double dribble called as Mayo maybe put it down with the wrong hand or whatever, but we're going the other way.
You know, and I wanted to give a little bit of a shout out to our officials tonight. And you've got two officials that have been around a long time, and with Gary and Dirk. And, you know, when they do these summer league games, they'll do a lot of games in one day, and they usually cut a break for the coaches to make it a little cheaper. And,
Yeah.
you know, the fans need to remember that when it comes time and they miss a call in the region and start hollering that these guys are doing this not really for the money. They're doing
Yeah.
it just to let the kids have a chance to play. And this is a great example of two really good dudes.
Nice
Nice.
back door.
Yeah, that was nice backdoor, Ryan. And,
Princeton style offense, I guess.
you've got to bounce past that just perfect away from the
Yes, you do.
defense, and they did a good
Yes,
job of
indeed.
that, leaving distance for that throw.
And you hear Ryan talking about that old Pete Carell Princeton back door. I like that.
Yeah, and that's what it was. But you got to be disciplined to run it, though, don't you?
You
Oh,
do.
yes, you
You
do.
have to be disciplined.
Yes, you do. Leslie County trying to attack that lane, guys.
You know, everything they do is kind of an inside out right now. You know, they drive to get the open shooters on the perimeter, as you see right there.
Nice rebound there by number
That's Trey
23 as Howard gets his first bucket of the ball game.
You know, kind of bear with us. You know, when a lot of these kids have different numbers on, and their looks have changed a little bit. And you know, I'm sure we'll be in fine form by about January.
Yeah,
and
we
know
don't
every
really-
player in the region.
And we really don't have the true roster of all the kids like
Nope.
Ryan mentioned. Some of them were out. Some
Yeah,
of
it's
them
a
were
three
out.
from Hope Cunningham from Model to put them up by 5.
20-footer at the top of the circle rings the bell.
They kind of got EKU colors, I think, modeled.
I
They do?
think so. They do.
Now Leslie just can't buy a basket right there as Trey Howard misses the little short jumper.
That's where you need your defense to come into play when you're stone cold shooting. You gotta have defense.
Yeah, you got to tighten it up some,
You
don't
really
you,
do.
Ryan?
Well, that's the one constant, Ryan. You know, offense comes and goes, but defense is an effort game,
Indeed.
and that comes every day,
Yep.
every minute. There's no excuse for not playing good defense.
No, it's not.
Nixon Center, nice and cool, but 95 on the outside. I noticed the swimming pool's right over from the gymnasium here, and the waves are being made over there, Jim.
Yes, yes. And I think that at some part of the day, I wouldn't mind to join them over there.
Nice
Nice.
fake there.
Yeah, Leslie just really struggling from outside.
Yeah, Howard got a good look there, took the jumper, but it was short. Hoskins thinks about it.
Yeah, Hoskins is a triple threat, but really right now he's looking for one threat, isn't he?
Yep, there
As
it
he
is.
catches and releases and knocks
Yes.
down his 4th 3 of the half.
20-footer off the left side,
Nothing but
and
net.
Leslie County, 2018er score. Right there's a nice
Yeah,
movement.
he's a good-looking kid. You know, you're talking about, you know, he's 6'4", 6'5", built well.
Lad as he gets the bucket, 22-18er score, wide open 16-footers.
Howard, once again, really active on the offensive glass.
Yes. There's where you come out high for Hoskins. Use that pick and roll, and it might give him a little room.
Yeah, that's Jude Napier for his first three-pointer of the night.
Left
And Leslie
side.
County cuts it in to a one-point game.
Yep, left side rings the bell, 22-21. And there's a block.
I don't know about you, David, but if I'm taking doing that in a summer league game, I want the call.
Yes.
I tell you, big as that guy was,
That's right.
I'd want it any time.
That's right.
He's a big
gonna
guy.
have to file an insurance claim after that.
See, this kid thought 1 for 2. He
Yeah,
was
started to turn around and go to the goal.
Today, Coach Noble with the Gunner Trucking All-A Summer Classic, the coaches have decided to take both free throws.
Yeah, Rojan tried to round that one up. It went off his foot. Ball's going to stay with Model.
I've always said John Noble just knows one speed when it comes to basketball.
Yeah, I agree.
That's kind of John in a nutshell, though. He kind of runs on 220 when everybody else is on 110.
Like
Yeah.
Randy Napier did when he's coaching.
Yeah. Timeout here.
But
so
we're gonna stay right
Yeah,
here.
we'll just leave it here.
You know, we got a lot of, football to talk about as it's
We
coming
do.
on up.
We
and,
do have a lot of football.
You know, there's been some changes. I know Letcher Center, which I'm probably the most affiliated with, had dropped down in class and changed their district. I know Coach Matthews was pretty happy to get out of that district they were in and moving in to another district with Estill and Powell, Lawrence, Magoffin. It's a little, shouldn't be as, I won't say any less difficult, but you get away from the Johnson Centrals and the Boyle Counties and Paul Blazers. It's a little bit of a step down in the participation of how big the schools are.
Right, it is.
And but traveling, though,
And yeah,
Yeah.
the travel.
Estill County's a pretty good haul.
Yes, it is.
So is Lawrence County.
Yeah, Lawrence County.
Well, that's
is.
not real bad from Letcher. We just go right up 23, and you can be there in about an hour.
That
or
would be
20
easier
minutes.
than a Estill.
Yeah.
That would be easier
Yeah,
than
Estill's-
Estill because of 23.
Yeah. Looking at Hazard, Hazard's going to be one of the top programs, I think, again in the mountains this year. Coach Chandler does a phenomenal job over there, and they've got a couple of additions on that team and a new quarterback, which he played some last year for them, but they're going to be a solid team.
There's going to be a 20-footer off the right side. Comes up.
Yeah, Mullet, he's just kind of having his way in there.
Yeah, Mollett's got good size. And with Leslie County's big guy on vacation, he's not got much to work for in the lane. But
No.
when you get to go on vacation in the summer, Ryan, I guess you take it, my friend.
And the other big boy's also hurt.
Okay.
Yeah, I saw him was just dressed. I mean, not
Yeah.
dressed in.
Yeah. And Ryan, today is the last day
Of summer ball.
for summer ball.
Yes.
It closes today, midnight. It's
As a-
over.
As an old coach, we knew
The
this
dead
was
period starts.
this was when we always
You
coached
got
at
it.
our
Relax,
vacation.
Fish, sleep.
That's right. Yeah, this was always vacation time for years and years when I was coaching. You got to
Yeah.
work it in that couple of weeks, and
Yeah.
See, Breathitt County getting ready to play. They're going to
Yeah, the Bobcats under a new coach this year, right?
young team, and brand new everything. Breathitt County, just like Knott County both.
Yeah, it's going to be brand new for them.
Caldwell with the three outside, holding up the three fingers as he comes down the court.
The left side, Jim, nice jumper out of that corner. Hoskins will do the pick and roll a little bit, but his partner just says bingo from
Puts
three.
a three.
Let's get his number 3.
Oh, that's Trenton Rojan.
Rojan gets a big 3 out there.
Oh,
Leslie County, Ryan, is a hard-working team. They were
are.
last season.
They were. And
They played hard last
yeah,
season.
Rojan gets open for another two and turns it into a 2-point game.
John Noble team does that, I guess.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, John's teams always play hard. We remember him from the, really the Buckhorn era, always putting such a competitive team and a regional title in there. But he always does a great job with the kids, and he's a good man as well.
Yes, he is, indeed.
Yeah, John, when you play Coach Noble's teams, you're going to have to play with an effort because his team will have effort.
Yep.
Yeah, Mullet from outside that time, a little short from behind the arc. Hoskins green light again, in and out from three.
I like that shot, though. Hoskins can nice follow through on his shot. He squares up very well. And
Mollett from 3 again. This time it's in and out.
Sometimes the iron is unkind.
guys, the defense is really being shown right now.
Yep. Indeed it has.
Summer ball is defense, maybe the last thing these kids think about
true.
summer ball.
But we all know when it, that's the one constant that's going to put you in the championship if you can play solid defense every night. Wow.
There he goes again.
Caldwell for his second 3.
Yep, 22-footer. Hits it out there off the left side. 31-26 score. 3.5 minutes, first half from the Nixon Center.
Nice take by Rhodes. He's starting to heat up here, and that's 7 points in a row for him.
Now, the big guy that plays at Leslie, who is off today, really come on last year.
Yes, he did.
Ryan,
Good year last year.
and he made a big improvement. And I look for another improvement, Jim.
I talked to John. I talked to Coach Noble about that today before we started. I said, I thought that probably he was the most improved player in the region from the year before to this. And if he makes that much improvement next year, he is going to be, in my opinion, one of the top post players in the region.
Yeah, absolutely. And he's a big guy, my friends.
Mm-hmm.
Nice ball movement, shot short.
Bowled it with a really nice take right there. Oh.
Shot off there, and here comes Model.
Somebody is feeling it. It's a heat check
Yeah.
that time from Caldwell as he's a little long.
What's their nicknames? Anybody know their nickname?
No, I do
I
not.
don't either.
I think they're the Patriots. I'm not for sure.
He's got a shirt on down there, Coach does. We'll see if we can look in front of that. Located in Richmond, KY, Model is.
Yep.
Hoskins will set the play with 1:40, Jim, and 31-28. Nice pass.
Yeah, he one too many steps right there from Roach.
Man, should have took the short 15-foot jumper that time.
I was at Richmond yesterday and went out by the Madison Central, and they've got such a nice facilities out there.
Yeah.
And Jude Napier with the little jumper. It's a 1-point game with 1:18 to go.
(31-30). Now we're getting close to the minute.
And they'll stop the clock, I think, usually
Yeah.
with 2 minutes, last 2 minutes
Yeah.
to half and at the end of the game. Nice cut right there.
That was a good pass. Mayo got a good shot there. He just did not use the board. He may have been too deep to use the board properly that time.
Yeah, it doesn't take long to see with this Model team, though. The offense runs through Mollett there. They brought him up to the high post, and he made a nice little entry pass.
Yeah.
I would say that Leslie would hope for one shot, but Hoskins hits the 3 and 1 right there. That's Hoskins' 5th three-pointer in the half.
33-31 as Leslie takes the lead here in the first half with 37 seconds to go. Model will have the basketball back here to tie or take the lead. 35 seconds. Model down the left side, Jim. They're in a hurry. And number 11, that is Mayo with the shot, and it's off to the right side. I thought he should have went to Cunningham. He's been hot.
Hoskins has knocked down his 6th three of the first half.
36-31, 16 seconds to go. Here's the big guy I thought has played well in the first half.
Yeah, he's quick to draw the double team when he got the ball.
Yeah, Lett. Nice drive there, and he's going to get too much body, and Mayo will go to the line, or, yeah, he'll get shots. Thought the official may have pointed to underneath, but I thought it was on the shot.
Maybe she let it go. I don't know.
Not enough contact there, right? He's going to get the bounce to cut the lead to 4. Oh, nice follow through that time, and Leslie's got just under a second.
Oh!
And that's going to end their first half from the Nixon Center. Yeah.
Just tell them we're going to go off there.
Well, we're going to take a break, and when we come back, we'll talk a little basketball. Here at halftime, it's just under 5 minutes, all they take for half. So we won't be gone long. When we come back, we'll have the second half for you. 36-33, Leslie up by 3 when we return.